The Republicans have been pressing forward on a whole bunch of health care lies. And since, as usual, the Democrats did not counter them, they sat on their hands and asked for bipartisanship as the Republican propaganda machine steamrolled them. Guess what happened? Of course, since there was no opposition, the American people believed the Republican lies. Here's your latest polls. Enjoy these. 67% of respondents believe that wait times for healthcare services, such as surgery, will increase, okay, if we do Obama's plan. Now, there's no reason to believe that. It's not part of any of the plans. Now, you can say, hey, if the government runs things, eventually things will break down and then you'll have to wait. But the government isn't running anything here outside of insurance. And there's no reason. We're not doing Canada's system or the Canadian system, even though that might be a perfectly lovely system, right? But we're not doing that. All we're offering under this plan is a public option, a choice for insurance, nothing to do with wait lines. But 67% of Americans believe that lie. Gets worse. 5 out of 10 believe that the federal government will become directly involved in making personal health care decisions. That is flat out not true. But 50% of the country thinks the government's going to come in and be like, all right, John, I don't think we need to set that leg. I think what we need to do is, I don't know, I'm a government bureaucrat, let me make it up. No, all it's saying is you can get insurance through the government. Okay? And then if you don't like that insurance through the government, you think it sucks and there's government bureaucrats, great, go get your private insurance. And let the private insurance bureaucrats tell you what you can and can't get. But the government is not sending in any doctors to interfere and to get between you and your doctor. It's a lie. But 50% of the country has believed it. Again, I'm getting visions of before the Iraq War, when, since the Democrats didn't counter them and the media never clarified it, what we had was over half the country believing Saddam Hussein personally did 9/11 and was involved with Al-Qaeda. Not true. In 2006, 43% of the country still believed that Saddam Hussein was involved in 9/11. That's, if you don't counter lies, they take hold. I'll give you a couple more. 6 out of 10 Americans believe that taxpayers will be required to pay for abortions. That is not in the bill. They have went out of their way to take it out of any provision that might be interpreted that way. But 6 out of 10 Americans believe it. 46% believe reforms will result in health care coverage for all illegal immigrants. Not in the bill. 46% believe it. 5 out of 10 think that cuts will be made to Medicare in order to cover more Americans. Not the case. Look, you know what? On some of these, maybe on the Medicare cuts, if this happened and that happened and this happened, 20 years later, then they begin to make cuts. All right, I'm going to let them have that one, okay? But get a load of the last one. And I'm trying to be as, open-minded and fair as I possibly can here. But get a load of the last one. 54% believe the public option will increase premiums for Americans with private health insurance. Do you have any understanding of how unbelievably wrong that is? Now, if the public option, which is a choice you have in insurance run by the government, the insurance is run by the government, the doctors, hospitals, etc. are private still. If it costs more than private insurance, well, then people won't buy it. They'll buy the private insurance instead. If it costs less, well, then it might drive down the price of private insurance. But under no scenario can it drive up the price of private insurance. That makes no logical sense, is of course not anywhere in the plan, and it's just simply an unbelievable statement. But yet, since they put out that lie and repeated it enough times, they got more than 50% of the country, 54% believe that if you have a second choice, a government-run choice in insurance, that your private insurance premiums will go up, which makes no sense at all. In reality, of course, what has happened in the last 10 years is that your private insurance premiums have gone up without a government option. They've gone up 119%. And if you don't have anything to compete with it, they will continue to go up. Because in most places in this country, one single insurance, and sometimes two, have a monopoly or near monopoly in that market. They don't have real competition. That's why your prices are going up. We're trying to help you. We're trying to give them competition, give you choices so that your rates go down, not up. And since the government is going to subsidize people who can't afford health care, if you don't have the public option and the premiums go up, we're going to have to pay more as taxpayers. Conservatives, aren't you against that? You don't want to pay more as taxpayers, right? If you have a government option, it brings down prices. We all pay less. But if no one makes this argument, then the lies win. And that is my fundamental problem with the Democratic Party. It is weakness through and through on every occasion. They don't have the courage of their convictions, seemingly. They don't even have the nerve to make their case. Get out on TV and make your case. If you don't, of course they'll win.